Owens. Ethan Rogers Page, hooded by his father, Judge Roger Page, a 1984 graduate of the law school. Tamika Panel. Aurelia Theta Patterson. Thomas Jordan Prentice. Luke Jonathan Pruitt. Andrew T.R. Purrier. Olivia Marie Ralph. Kimbra Nicole Ratliff. Robert Bradford Reasonover. Lauren Carolyn Rotunda. Justin D. Rudd. Brittany L. Rummels. Adam Wesley Selvage. Jedediah J. Sense. Courtney Christian Sharp. Kendall David Smith, hooded by his father, Gary Smith, a 1973 graduate of the law school. Jarrett M.D. Spence, hooded by his father, Robert Spence, a 1986 graduate of the law school. Hooded by his father, Alan Steele, a 2011 graduate of the law school. Walker V. Latanya Shavette Walker. Marcy E. Walker. Thomas Patrick Wall IV. Lacey Ward. Jessica Marie Wargo. Robin Eugene Ward. Brittany J. Williams. Timothy Joel Williams, Jr. Trent W. Williams. Robert W. Wilson. Lauren Spurlock Winchell. Natalie Lauren Warlow. Napoleon Yancey III. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the class of 2015 from the University of Memphis.
Jones has been an enthusiastic, unflagging, extremely effective advocate for our law school. I very much enjoyed working with her this past year during her tenure as president, and would like to thank her now for her friendship, her support, and her service to our law school. Thank you. I don't think you can say it too much today, so I'll say it again. Congratulations to the class of 2015. graduating address. This year, the graduating class has selected John McNeil. So John, please join me in welcoming to the podium your classmate, John McNeil. Is that everybody? I don't think we have all the graduates here yet. I'm going to sit here until all the graduates come back. Can you guys play some music briefly?
Say please, John.
Please. Doesn't need to be rehearsed. Man, what a class this is. Thank you guys so much for picking me to say a few words today. I'd also like to point out that the Grizzlies game starts in about 30 minutes, so thanks to you guys, every single person in this auditorium wants to Judy chop me right in the vocal cords. We really have come so far since that first semester. I remember the first semester, the only thing we were worried about was getting called on in class. I mean, that thought just consumed our entire day. And we got really good at avoiding it, most of us. And we had to pick a strategy. There was a certain way to go about not getting called on. For example, a lot of professors, Professor Mulroy would start at the end of a row, and he would call on one person, and he would just go down the line and call on the next one, and the next one. So you knew when your time was coming. And
most of us, what we did is we would just count when he called on your row. You would count 5 seats, and then you would flip in your book 5 assignments ahead, and you would Google that assignment, and you would prepare. The problem was that didn't always work out because some people had different strategies, and they would throw off the whole order for everyone else. For example, Jared Spence, he would just, when his row got called on, he would just get up and leave. I don't know where he went or what he was doing, but I can tell you he was not answering questions that day. Who else? Oh, Chris McKnight had a great strategy. He would just, when they called on his row, he would just pretend to be asleep. And he was extremely convincing. Who else? Joey Griffith had a great strategy. He would just repeat the question in a more condescending tone. And everyone was confused. Probably Mark Harrell had the best strategy of all because he would actually raise his hand backwards. And I'm not sure what that was about. But, guys, we've come so far since then. A lot of sleepless nights, a lot of all-nighters. Just this past week, I was so sleep deprived that I went home and turned on the TV, and I actually understood what Matt McConaughey was trying to say in those Lincoln commercials. But it is a lot. It is a lot of work, and you know there are a lot of times when that's really all you can do is study. I mean, you really have time for nothing else. I remember a few semesters ago during finals. You know, I'd come home from studying for my 4 hours of sleep, and I got woken up about halfway through it because something in my room just smelled awful. And, you know, of course I had laundry, the pizza boxes all over the place because it's finals. And I just started picking things up and smelling them just to see what it was that smelled. And finally I looked across the hall into the bathroom and at the shower, and I realized I hadn't been in there in 4 to 5 days. So you know you're putting in work when your own body odor wakes you up. And really, hygiene is nowhere near the top of the list of the sacrifices we've had to make. I know most of us are still in the 2nd season of Breaking Bad. Walt hasn't even shaved his head yet. Think about that. But no, it's been such a pleasure getting to know all of you. I remember the first day of orientation, like most of you guys, I walked in and I didn't know a soul. And now all of us are great Facebook friends. Most of us have become best friends. Some of us even married each other. But yeah, you can't help but get to know every one of your classmates so well because you're always busy, but there are those weeks where you're stuck at school and you're away from the rest of humanity, and the only people you have to talk to are these people here. It's a lot like prison in that way. But every one of these graduates they're all gonna make such fantastic attorneys. They've worked so hard to get to where they are. Please don't let them downplay this accomplishment. You should shower them with compliments this week, and you should shower us with applause right now. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you, John. And we're heading to the close now. Before we do close, I just want to say what a privilege and a pleasure and an honor it has been having you as our students. We have loved having you here, and we hope as we send you off that your relationship with the law school and our university doesn't end with today. You'll be University of Memphis alumni forever, and your accomplishments will bring honor to your law school, pride to our students, our faculty, and our alumni. So stay in touch. Give us a call, send us an email, text us, friend us on Facebook. In turn, we'll stay in touch with you and do our best to guide you and help you whenever we can throughout the years. So let me conclude this evening by expressing my great appreciation for some key members of our staff who played a particularly important role in today's events. I'd like to recognize Megan Warden. Is Megan here? She's probably out working in the hallway. I want to recognize Megan Warden. Here she is. Really? Megan, thank you. In organizing our event, this event today, I also want to especially thank Carol Landers, who worked in our organization, and also many others, Meredith Aiden, Bridget Boyd, Linda Hayes, Holly Hazlett, Chesney McAfee, and Cheryl Edwards, and all of our student volunteers who assisted offstage in these commencement ceremonies. We just couldn't have done it without them. So thank you, everybody. Also to the Windover String Quartet for the music they provided for the ceremony. Especially for filling an unplanned interlude, so I hope that won't cost us any more. I ask that you remain seated during the recessional as the platform party, the faculty, and the graduates exit. Thank you, good evening, and to all the mothers with us here this evening, and early Happy Mother's Day. Thank you all.